Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. According to Esther McVeigh, the reason Starmer is doing so many round the world trips, so many visits overseas, so many foreign tours, is that he is handing out his CV. He wants a job. He wants a job, some international organisation like the UN, the EU, something like that, NATO perhaps. And that is why he's doing all these trips. This is because he is pretty sure he's going to be out of a job by Christmas. If this next week's budget is as bad as, well, we all think it's going to be, and it will be, if not worse, then he knows he hasn't got a lot of time left. Could it be Christmas? Possibly. I think it's more likely May. I think they'll leave him in place until May so he takes the hit for the terrible results. The last thing an incoming leader wants, of course, is a terrible first election. But apparently, there's another reason, is that if he spends a lot of time out of the country, he's avoiding the dark mood that is Westminster and the Cabinet Office. Apparently, it's all gloom and doom, and he is being blamed. He doesn't like it. He's never failed in his life. He's always been a good boy. He's always been told, well done. And now people hate him, and he doesn't understand it. It does not compute in his mind. He wants to be the big man on the world stage, according to Esther McVeigh. And perhaps he's testing the waters. She thinks that he keeps travelling because of this. He's in Berlin at the moment. He's off to the G20 on Friday, tomorrow, even. He's forever on his little private jet because being 30,000 feet up and travelling away from Britain very, very quickly is much better. Much better for us, that's for sure. But better for him as well. It must be very depressing for him to turn around and have to come home knowing he's got to go into an office filled with people who absolutely loathe his essence. He knows he's getting his marching orders soon, and so the CVs have to go out at a fair lick, and that's exactly what he's doing. Discontent, of course, among the backbenchers is now palpable. They're not even whispering it, it's openly discussed. You have cabinet ministers making claims that he's going to have to go. You're getting people coming out and putting their name on it and saying, look, he's got to go. No more is it lobby terms. They're starting to say, no, you can quote me on all this. It's open warfare. It's an open season on Starmer, and they're all taking their pot shots, aren't they? I think there's probably a 50-50 chance he's out by Christmas. I think the other 50-50 chance is he's gone by May. I'm not going to make the prediction. I will. I think he'll last till May. But he's got dwindling approval ratings, which is another reason for him to accept that he needs to go. He's in a very vulnerable position. His cloak is on a sugly peg. Recent YouGov posts and surveys are putting him on completely terrible numbers all the time. And in fact, he's actually lower than public opinion on Andrew Batten Windsor. And as far as I know, Starmer hasn't done anything to underage girls. Can't say the same about underage boys, but you get my drift. If he's not out after the budget, he'll be out after the elections, and it's as simple as that. He knows he's gone, and that is why this dead man walking is travelling the world. Yeah. Then you got Reeves, of course. She'll have to go the moment he does. I mean, she's like the woman in black at the moment, isn't she? This ghostly pallor of a face haunting the halls of Westminster, only coming out when she absolutely has to. Honestly, it's a grotesque figure, isn't it? A fetch, as they say, which is Old English for an apparition. And that's what she is. There's a bunch of left-leaning MPs. They reckon they've got 80. There's 80 of them, which is the number required to push for a change of leadership. Starmer knows it. The only trouble is, who do they go for? Who would you think? There's some right horrible choices. There's Miliband. He failed the first time, so he'll fail again. But really, given what he's going to do, God help us all. I've got another video coming on that. I'm going to put an extra video in. I was going to put it out tomorrow. I'll put the Miliband video out next. I'll do it as a bonus tonight. So I don't think Miliband has really got a chance in hell. He says he doesn't want the job, which is what they say when they absolutely want the job. Who else have you got? Well, there is, of course, the Red Queen. If it goes till May, she's got a chance of taking it, and I've always maintained this. That will be long enough for her to paper over the cracks, as it were. No, I'm going to resist the urge on that one. There's Powell, Lucy Powell. She's desperate for it, but given her admission of dog whistle politics for grooming gangs, there'll be plenty in the party who might want her, but I think they'd know that that'd be unacceptable to the public. Nandy's apparently up for it. God help us. Nandy hasn't got two brain cells to rub together. She's the apology monkey. Every time something goes wrong, they send her out to the press to be slaughtered. Oh, it's been a terrible... And then she, like that, brainless. Wes Streeting, desperate for it, but the left won't wear it. And it was also, I don't think the public will want him. He's a bit odious. Billy Bunter, isn't he? He's the fat owl of the remove. Not a chance of hell. You've got John Healey. I think John Healey's probably the best of a bad bunch, but only because he has got the experience and he's not actually screwed up too badly. I'm not saying he's got anything right, you understand. He just hasn't messed up. But all of them are there, and they're all doing terrible jobs, and they all think they're going to... Louise Haigh, apparently. Apparently Louise Haigh is a favourite, but, she's a bloody convicted fraudster. You can't have her. She must be gone. You can't have a crook as Prime Minister. It'd be interesting to see. March, isn't it? March next year is when the Red Boy scandal comes to the courts. Makes you wonder there if that's not when Starmer will go. But anyway, you've got all these people that have failed spectacularly, and they're all desperate to become Prime Minister. God help us all. Now, he was asked by the Daily Mirror, actually, are you still intending to lead Labour into the next general election? And he said yes. Read into that what you will, but I have a feeling that means anyone who gives him a challenge, he'll call a general election. They won't have time to change leader. And of course, if he wins that general election, then he's still leader. Not a chance in hell. Let's be honest, the polling is the worst. They can't keep under 20% this long. They all know it. He knows it. It's time to go. But there we go. He says he remains utterly focused. Yeah, but he hasn't said what he remains utterly focused on. His future. NATO, perhaps. I think it's NATO he wants. God help us. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye.